Hello everyone. Today's our topic of study is origin, migration and the entrapment of the petroleum. So in today's class we study how the petroleum is originate, how it form, what are the process by which the petroleum is formed. After that, how it move or transport from one place to another place, like their migration and some theories related to the migration. And after that, entrapment means how it trap into the rocks, into the formations. So entrapment conditions of the petroleum. So start with the first, what is the petroleum and what is their chemical composition. So we know that petroleum is also known as the rock fluid or the gold liquid. So another name of petroleum is the liquid gold. So because it is the same precious as the gold, and because it is a liquid into the phase, it is also found into the gaseous phase or the we can say solid phase. But in the normally we see petroleum into the liquid condition or the liquid phase. So the other name of the petroleum is liquid gas and the rock oil. And then after rock oil, natural fuel or mineral fuel. These are the different name of the petroleum: rock, liquid gold, rock oil, mineral fluid or the natural fuel. And what is the meaning of petroleum? So it is the petroleum, in which it is made by the two words petro and the oleum. Petro means a rock and the oleum means the oil. So it is also known as the rock oil because it is comes from or derived from the rock. That is why it is also known as a rock oil. And the meaning of the word petroleum, petro means rock and the oleum means oil. So it is the rock oil. And it is also found into the liquid form, gaseous form, semi-solid and the solid form. So petrol, we can say petroleum is found in several forms. What are the forms? Solid, gaseous, liquid and semi-solid. So the liquid is petroleum is found into multiple type of the phases. It may be a solid, gaseous, semi-solid or the liquid also. And at any rock or at any one place, the petroleum is also found more than one phases. So if it is any rock formation where petroleum is present, so it may be found as the petroleum, it may be found as a gas, it may be found as a liquid. But sometimes the liquid condition or the gaseous condition, both are found into the one rock. So we can say that petroleum can be found in one rock more than one state, more than one phase. It can be found more than one state into the one rock. So in single rock, we can see the gaseous phase of the petroleum or the liquid phase of the petroleum. So what is the petrol? It is the complex mixture of hydrocarbons, means it is a made up of hydrogen and the carbons. It is a very complex mixture of hydrocarbons, and some other compounds are also present, like carbon, nitrogen gas, carbon gas, sulfur gas. These are the as impurities, and it is found into the entrapped, or we can say accumulate into the rock and found at the surface or the subsurface. So we can say that petroleum is complex mixture of, or we can say complex compound of hydrocarbons, and some impurities are also present. Some impurities are also present, and it trapped into the rocks and found at the surface. If the, we can say, concentration or the amount of the petrol is very high, so sometimes it seepage or come to the surface by a fracture or the fault or the we can say any fissure from fissure area or the weak zone. So it can be found at the surface, and sometimes it is also found as the subsurface. So it trapped into the rocks and found surface and the subsurface area, surface and subsurface areas, subsurfaces areas. So this is the petroleum. Petroleum is the liquid gold, rock oil, mineral fuel, natural fuel. Also known as the word petroleum means rock oil, and it may be found as a gaseous state, liquid state, solid, and the semi-solid state. It is a mixture of hydrocarbons. It is made up of hydrogen and the carbon, mixture of the complex compounds of the hydrogen and the carbons, and some impurities like sulfur, nitrogen impurities are also present, and sometimes other solid impurities are also present, and it is entrapped into the rock. So because some advantages or some important properties of the petroleum make it a important energy source. So in present time, at present time, it is the important source of energy, and it is used mainly for production of fuel and the gasoline. These are also a type of energy resources. At production of the fuel and the gasoline, we use the petroleum as the energy source, and due to their high density, easily transport, easily movement, and their abundance, we can use, or we can it has become an important source of the energy. So some reasons: first, high density, easy transportation, and relative abundance make it very good energy resource. So there are some important characteristics make it important resource, and it is also used for production of the fuel and the gasoline. So these are the some character of the petroleum. That is why it is the important, or we can say very good resources or source of the energy and production of fuel and the gasoline. Now understand their chemical composition. So what is the chemical composition of the petroleum? We know that it is a complex mixture of hydrogen and the carbon. So it is